This learning object is a production of Abu Dhabi Men's College, Center of Excellence for ICT and Learning Technology.
In math, we do things in a certain order. Today, we're going to talk about what that order is. To start with, let's look at this question. What is the answer? We have to do this in a certain order. And all these, the minus and the plus, that's an operation. So those are the things we have to do in this certain order. So what do we do first? Do we do the minus first, or do we do the plus first? Well, first, we subtract. We subtract 10 minus 5. And that gives us 5. And then we do 5 plus 2. And that gives us 7. And the rule is add or subtract starting on the left. Let's try another problem. 12 divided by 4 times 3. In this question, we should divide first. So divide 12 divided by 4, and that gives you 3. Then multiply 3 times 3. Well, 3 times 3 is 9. And here, the rule is multiply or divide starting on the left. Okay, well now what do I do first? Let's look at this problem. 7 plus 12 divided by 6 times 2. So what do we do first? Well, first, divide 12 divided by 6. And that gives you 2. So now you have 7 plus 2 times 2. And then multiply 2 times 2. And that gives you 4. And then add 7 plus 4. And that gives you 11. So what's the rule? We've done a lot of adding and subtracting and dividing and multiplying. What's the rule? What do we do first? Well, first, multiply or divide starting on the left. And do all the multiplying and dividing first, and then go to number 2. Add or subtract starting on the left. Remember, it's very important to do each step starting on the left. So again, let's look at the question we just did. 7 plus 12 divided by 6 times 2. We have division here and we have multiplication. So first, do the multiplying or dividing, starting on the left. So that's why we first divide 12 divided by 6. Now we can't go on to step 2 yet, the adding or subtracting, because there's still some multiplying to do. So we're still on step 1. So we then multiply 2 times 2. And that gives us 4. We're finished with all the multiplying and dividing, so now we can go on to step 2, and that is to add or subtract. Well, we only have adding here, so we add the 7 plus 4, and that gives us 11. Now what do I do first? Here we have brackets. So we have 3 plus 2 times, in brackets, 8 minus 2, minus 12, divided by 4. Well, first, do what's in brackets. Whether it's multiply, divide, add, subtract, do that first. So 8 minus 2, that's 6. So now, remember the rules we did before. The next thing to do is all the multiplying and dividing, starting on the left. Again, you have to remember, start on the left. Well, there's multiplying and there's dividing, but the multiplying is on the left. 2 times 6. So, multiply the 2 times 6. That gives you 12. So now you have 3 plus 12 minus 12 divided by 4. Well, you can't go to the adding and subtracting yet. You still have dividing. So you want to then divide 12 divided by 4. That gives you 3. So you have 3 plus 12 minus 3. So again, what do you do first? The adding or subtracting? Well, the adding's on the left, so you do the adding first. 3 plus 12 is 15. And then, finally, 15 minus 3 is 12. Now, let's go again and look at the rule. Let's remember these letters. BMDAS. You could think of it as BEMDAS. First, do what's in brackets. Next, do the multiply or divide starting on the left. And last, the AS is add or subtract starting on the left. So let's look again at the question we just finished using BEMDAS. So we started out 3 plus 2 times, in brackets, 8 minus 2 minus 12 divided by 4. Well, first is the brackets, the B. So you do what's in brackets first. And there are no more brackets, and so now you think of the M and the D, the multiply or divide, starting on the left. So first you multiply, and 2 times 6, and that's 12. And then divide 12 divided by 4, and that gives you 3. So you have 3 plus 12 minus 3. So all the multiplying and dividing is finished. So now you add or subtract, starting on the left. 3 plus 12 is 15. And then you're left with 15 minus 3 equals 12. Now, what we've learned can apply to word problems. Let's be at the coffee shop. We see our prices here. Coffee is 5 dirhams and a sandwich is 9 dirhams. So let's look at the question. Ahmed buys 3 coffees and 2 sandwiches. What is the total cost? Well, let's use our order of operations. First, let's multiply. The coffees, we have 3 coffees. Each coffee is 5 dirhams. So 3 times 5 is 15. And the sandwiches, he buys 2 sandwiches. They're each 9 dirhams. So 2 times 9 is 18. So we've done the multiplying first. And now you can add. 15 plus 18 is 33. So your final answer, the total cost is 33 dirhams. Well, this is how to do the order of operations. Hopefully this will help you the next time you have to do these kind of questions.